another whiskey to taste here. This one is from Macaloney's, the closest distillery to where I live. And this one is called Siol Dugall. At least that's how it says to pronounce it in these notes here. So, Siol Dugall. One thing about this one is it says that it's mildly peated, which should be interesting. Another box to occupy a position on the wall behind me. This one here. Okay. I'm not going to read all the fine print on the box. I'm just going to try it. Basically, it says a lot about Graham Macaloney's ancestry from the north of Ireland and from the islands, the Hebrides, especially Isla. And real cork? No, composite cork. It'll work. It makes a good pop. Okay. Don't know what to expect here. It says peated. Somewhat peated. Okay. I'm going to give it the old anaconda. This is bottled at 46% ABV. And I'm going to just give you these statistics here. Okay, bottled at 46%. ppm scale 27. Okay, so it's moderate. Batch number 2, bottle number 364. 364 of 501, bottled on 0523. So in June of 23. And I think I bought it at the same time. June. Yeah, the order here is June 17th, 2023. Siol Dugall, $129.99. Plus another $19.50 for taxes. It doesn't say anything about bottle deposit. So it's just under 150. Just under 150. So I bought 2 bottles. Well, one of these and an ABBA, which was another Macaloney's bottling. The grand total came out to $298.98. So just under $300 for 2 bottles. That's a little bit dear, but if you consider that there are only 501 bottles of this ever made, it's rare. I usually get the emails from Macaloney's telling me of a new release, and I pounce on it immediately. I put in my order as soon as I see the email. That is, if it's one that I've never had before. Recently they put one out, but I've had it before. However, it's under a new name. It used to be Invermally. Now it's Saint Mally, but I've had it before. Oh, that's interesting on the nose already. I'm getting fruity. I'm getting smoky. It's a sweet smoke. And fruity. Fruity, like dark ripe fruits. Oh, interesting. The dark ripe fruits and the smokiness are very well integrated. It's hard to find the boundary where the fruitiness ends and where the smoke begins. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This Siol Dugall. It reminds me of the beach I used to build sandcastles on. When you would dig in the sand, you would get to the water because it was right next to the lake. So the water level in the sand, you dig in the sand and you'd get a little bit of a hint of rotting vegetation in the sand. But just a hint. Here you've got the red wine barriques. Incidentally, there were three kinds of casks here. It says Kentucky bourbon casks, Virgin American casks, and Portuguese red wine barriques. So it's going to have bourbon and virgin oak and red wine. So there's going to be a lot of wood influence on this. It doesn't say how old it is. It's non-age statement. What does it say on here? Canadian Island medium peated single malt whiskey, distilled and bottled by Macaloney Brewers and Distillers Ltd. 761 Enterprise Crescent, Victoria. Come visit for tours and tastings. MacaloneyDistillers.com. Okay. I should taste it soon. So far, it's interesting on the nose. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mmm. 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 I'm definitely getting the peat is subtle, but the barrel influence, the cask influence is strong. I get the virgin oak. I get the vanilla and caramel from the ex-bourbon barrels. I also get the recharred, I get some char from the recharred red wine barriques and a hint of that red wine as well. And then there's some peat. And it's not an overpowering peat. I would say that it's well balanced. As it was well integrated on the nose. Yeah, I'm getting wood shavings too now that I come down to it. Or door planings, as I like to call it. Reminds me of when my dad would plane the door to shave a little bit off so that it will close properly instead of getting stuck in the frame. That was when we had very humid summers and the wood would swell from the humidity in the air. And so well integrated. You've got 3 or 4 elements that you would think would clash: the peat, the virgin oak, the recharred red wine barrique. But no, they are strong influences, but they come together quite harmoniously. Oh yeah. And on the finish, you get elements of the virgin oak casks blended with the tarry peat. The tarry peat of I'm reminded of railway ties that have been in the sun drying, and it's kind of a blunt peat, tarry peat. It's not really that smoky. It's not that smoky. It's more tarry. Not medicinal at all. It's just blunt. Yeah, just tarry. What an interesting combination of flavors. And what a beautiful finish, where you get the spices from the virgin oak and you get the blunt tarriness from the peat. Oh my goodness. I keep saying it. Nearly every release that I get from Macaloney's is better than the ones before it. Now I have 2 more unopened Macaloney's bottles on my bar, and I wonder, they were purchased after this one. They were released after this one. Will it surpass even this one? Man, this is excellent and worth every penny of the $150 it cost. Who cares if there's no age statement? What's important is if it tastes good. And this tastes formidable. Macaloney keeps on outdoing himself. What can I say but to your very good health.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.